They did a
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
They did a poll in America saying how
Yes.
many people believe the scientists, and they found that in the last 2 years, more people have stopped believing. Like 10% or 11%. It was 87% before, and now it's 76% people believe the scientists, and 22% in the Republicans stopped believing the scientists. So it seems like they're kind of moving backwards as they go closer to their dogma. It's trying to move backwards, as you were saying, with the Renaissance. They started believing science and moved away from religion. So it's very interesting that you're saying that they kind of did a statistic I just heard today.
Sure, you can say that everyone is moving back to their own jahiliyyah. You understand? That is one of the characteristics of Ahir Zaman. Everyone will move back to their own jahiliyyah, jahil practices. You can use the term, you're saying, you know, this thing, but we can use the term, for example, that we may say it's not that they stop believing and they're going back to the Middle Ages. It's not. Anything, whether it is science or knowledge or religion, if it doesn't have power behind it, it falls, even if it's true. You understand? And everything from the beginning, it is politics. Power is politics. So, for example, you bring up this thing, people are believing less in scientists. It's not so much they're believing more in religion and superstition and everything. You may say all these conspiracy theories that they are, okay? But it's not so, you cannot neatly categorize it like that. But what happens here is, when something becomes politicized, there was a huge power that came to support this. That was Trump. If it wasn't him, it'll still be around here, but there's no huge powers, then it's not going to open up. It's not going to manifest. So everything has to have power. Everything is there. Good is there, bad is there. Like what we said in Turkey. I tell them sometimes, well, my background is Native American. They get very happy. And I said, the Native Americans, they have a saying, no? There are two wolves living inside of you. One is good and one is bad. Do you want to know which one will win? The one that you feed. The one that you feed. The one that you support. The one that you give power, that one is the one who's going to win. So now you're saying people are moving back to their jahiliyyah. Yes, but it's a little bit different. And this has to do, obviously, with politics. Person of power, he can change the country's history just like that. Person with power can change the country's alphabet just like that. Can make a whole nation to even forget their own history, forget to speak their own language overnight. This is the power that is given. This is the power that's given to mankind. I'm not saying whether it's right or it's wrong. This is what's happening. So these things that's coming, for example, now to America, people are becoming more jahil that way. It is supported. There is a power that is there. Is that power looking to do something good? I don't know. Is that power trying to do something bad? We see the evidence of that so much here and there. But when something is already poisoned and you convince the people that it's poisoned, then it's very difficult to change their minds also, unless you have complete control. Unless you have complete control, which no one party, no one group is going to have ever in this country. So people who don't believe in science and all of this, I mean, we're not surprised. But we should be looking at the Muslim countries that are busy with this as well. Muslim countries that are busy saying this is a hoax, this is that, because all the conspiracy theories that 20 years ago, 30 years ago is a minority and they're a lone voice in the wilderness, and they're speaking some truth, opposing to the mass media. Now there's no more mass media. Now there's social media. So everybody speaks and there's greater confusion. And Shaitan says, this is better. This is better. I can make it even more confusing. And we need to look in the Muslim countries that people who are supporting these views. Like I spoke to a taxi driver in Turkey, and he was talking about, what do you think? Huh? Allah is saying this world is flat. This world is flat. It's a lie. It's not round. It's not this. The sun is not this. Never mind Christian Western scientists. That knowledge they took from the East anyway in the beginning. The Muslim scientists have already established that long time ago. When the Christians were still insisting that the sun was going around the world, around the earth, the Muslims have made so much progress to even be counting the stars. So, this person is saying, you see, what do you think? What do you think? The world is flat because it goes to the edge, and there's this, and bring up some ayat here and there. And he says, look, I'll show you a video, look. Of course, the proof is, a lot of it is YouTube videos. And then he asked me, what do you think? He says, you look like you know something. I said, I don't know anything, but one thing I know, whatever that you're saying right now, the people in America, I say, especially when they hate Muslims, they say the same thing also. So you're saying the same thing. I said, because of that, I don't trust. So there's a lot of confusion going on now. As Shaykh Efendi says, make your life simple. Retreat to the top of a mountain, worship, have few belongings, few friends. Wait for the angel of death to come. It's better. Assalamu alaikum.